Hey, in this video, I want to basically talk about a few things that have been announced from Apple. They announced the M1 Pro and the M1 Max, which are an evolution of the M1 chip that they released at the end of 2020. I've had a M1 Macbook Air for about 9-10 months now, and it's probably the best laptop that I've ever owned. Just the fact that the battery life's so good, the performance is amazing, and the reason it's amazing is because the laptop doesn't have a fan. It's completely silent and somehow manages to outperform other laptops that I've owned by considerable margin. It never seems to have any lag or slow down or become unresponsive. And everything that I'm running on it, like Cubase 11, it's running on it, but it's running in Rosetta 2 translation. It's not even running natively. So that is impressive to me. And that's only going to get better as well once sort of Cubase goes native Apple Silicon and plugins start switching to native Apple Silicon. That's going to be probably, see, about a 30% performance increase. So yeah, I mean, I'm already impressed by that. These new ones, they removed the RAM limitation and add more performance cores and all this kind of stuff, more graphics cores. This is one thing actually that I haven't seen brought up, is that if it can really match the performance of a mobile RTX 3080, then that means that they're capable of virtual reality and augmented reality and things like that, which means that there's a possibility that you could tether a VR headset to it and work in VR or play games or whatever. You know, it's going to be totally capable of VR gaming. So I think it was last year or maybe a year and a half ago, it was rumored or announced that Apple were working on their own VR headset. So now that they've announced laptops that can compete with the RTX 3080, which is a high-end graphics card, and they're hard to get these days because of crypto mining and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Apple have basically just delivered VR capable laptops, probably capable of like VR in 4K resolution, which is pretty interesting for sure. But I would say for audio work, I don't think most people really need to get a M1 Max or an M1 Pro, to be honest. I think most people would probably get on okay with just an M1 MacBook Air or an M1 Mac Mini, unless you're doing like really, really graphically intensive stuff, video editing, animation, that kind of stuff. Then you might benefit from the extra graphics cores and the extra performance cores. But for audio work, unless you're doing large compositions with big string libraries and stuff like that, then the extra RAM, like 64 gigabyte of RAM, is overkill for most people. 32 gigabyte of RAM is really nice. I mean, if you could get an M1 Max with the maximum cores plus 32 gigabyte of RAM and a terabyte hard drive or something, like it would be a really, I mean, if I win the lottery, I'll get it. But yeah, I'm just gonna tweak this song a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of tweaking on this track. There's a couple of things I want to change just from when I was referencing it in the car. I found it was lacking a little bit in the mid, so I like what the Magnum EQ is doing, or Magnum K is doing, but I'm going to replace it with Blyss from Kush. So I've increased a bit at 400 and increased some at 1.5K, and then I'll push it a little bit at 18K. . tried my best just to level match it there. Still using VSX daily. Yeah, I think it's sounding okay.